Hip hip. Hooray. Hip. Hooray. You know, why did I pick the Constitution to start us off? Why did I do that? Article 2, Section 1, establishes the executive office. Congrats, everybody. We have a president. And he does some things. First off being, he serves for 4 years, and then he has to get elected again. Interesting, number 4. Feels kind of arbitrary. It's like 2, 4, 6. Maybe there's a theme. Maybe it's a statement about power levels. Who knows? I don't know. I'm getting distracted. So, serves for 4 years, and then the vice president's created as well. And then they create the Electoral College, which is a hot button issue for many people. But, fun fact, the Electoral College, like the phrase, doesn't actually show up. It's not in there. You won't find it. You like Control F, Electoral College. It's not there. It's just the word we use to describe what they're talking about. And so what they're talking about is, each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office, there's a typo, of trust or profit under the United States shall appoint its electors. So not anyone can be elected. They're trying to have, as unbiased as possible, people be electors in what we now call the Electoral College. It's just the term we use for the electors. It's arbitrary. We could have called them like the Electoral Committee. But that's not as spicy. Anyway, so basically, the number of electors is based off of the senators plus the House reps, right? So everyone gets 2, and then the rest of the number is added by the number of people who are representing the states in the House of Reps. So that means that if you're ever looking at Electoral College map, and you're like, why does California have so many, in Texas and Florida, but like not some of the other states? Like, what's so cool about them? It's like, well, they have a lot of people, and so they have more electoral votes because it's based off of, fundamentally, population. If you remember, 1 in every 30,000 people is how we figure out a Congress rep or House rep. So that means that as more people enter into a state, the number of Electoral College votes goes up. Moving on. Also, the way the Electoral College functions is changed with the 12th Amendment to the Constitution. We'll talk about that later. The Constitution. Whose idea was that? Not mine. No, it was mine. It was me. I did this to myself. Alright, what else do we have? What else is there? So, lastly, Congress gets to choose when the Electoral College votes, and they all have to do it at the same time. So you can't have, like, Massachusetts voting one day, and then we wait 3 days, and then Texas votes, and then 3 more days, and Nevada, no. They all gotta vote on the same day. Very important. Alright, also, there are some qualifications, mainly age. They didn't even care who was president. They're like, if you are 35, you are a citizen of the United States, and you've lived here for 14 years, you can be president. Doesn't matter who you are. Actor, businessman, lawyer, I don't know, carnival guy. You can all be president. Every single last one of you. If you have enough money. It's expensive to run a campaign. Anyway, also there's like a literal oath. I'm not going to read it to you because that seems fraudulent. But there is one, and that's when they're like, they violated the oath. And there is a literal oath that they're supposed to... Yeah, anyway. Also, that guy, president, in charge of the military, has the ability to pardon people or grant reprieves in second case of impeachment. So if they're like, you're impeaching, you're impeached. He's like, I am no longer... You can't just undo the impeachment once it's... Anyway. They get to make treaties. 2/3 of the Senate has to agree to the treaty, but the president can be like, we're going to make friends with those people. And the Senate can be like, yes, or no. They get to hammer it out. Also appoint judges to the Supreme Court. Yeah. Very relevant all the time. And then if there's other federal offices that are not mentioned in this here Constitution, the president can be like, I'm gonna fill those with whoever I want. And they are vetted by the Congress. The Congress can be like, nah, we ain't a fan. No, we don't like them. But the president does get to pick. Section 3. The president is supposed to give the states a State of the Union. So it's like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I want to happen. This is how things are going. It's a constitutional requirement. They have to do it, from time to time. It doesn't actually say when, but we normally seem to do it like once every year. The president will be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. And oftentimes, the State of the Union address when the president enters into office are the ones that we like to remember, or like the farewell addresses are technically sort of the same thing. But, yeah, no, that seems to be all it. Also, they can force Congress to meet if they're like, we have to get this done. You got to do it. As a president. There's that happen. What else? Section 4. We're almost done. This one's so short. I like it. The president, VP, and all civil officers can be impeached, which means removed from office for treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors. So if there's a hint of criminality, they can get gone. And that's totally within the scope of the Constitution. Now you know how to play now you know how to play president. You're welcome.